One of the best things you can do for your family is to get them in the right neighborhood that fits the lifestyle you are looking for. Because in Mission Viejo, the city itself is consistent, but the feel of each pocket is very different. The right community can mean easier school mornings, more time outside, safer streets, better access to trails, and a day-to-day routine that feels calm instead of chaotic. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 of the best family communities in Mission Viejo. I'll explain where each one is located, what the homes are like, what the price range tends to be, what schools they feed into, and how close those schools are, what trails and amenities are nearby, and who each community is really best for. I'm Will with the Will Scott Group here in Orange County, California. My job is to give families the clarity they need to make confident decisions, not just show houses. So let's get into this. Let's start with Pacific Hills. Pacific Hills is one of the most established and sought-after family communities in Mission Viejo. It's located in the northern part of the city, east of the 5 freeway, which makes it very convenient for commuting, while still feeling tucked away. The community was primarily developed in the early to mid 1990s, and it's made up almost entirely of single-family detached homes. Architecturally, most of the homes in Pacific Hills follow a Mediterranean style with stucco exteriors, tile roofs, and 2-story floor plans. Home sizes generally range from around 1,500 square feet on the smaller end up to the mid 3,000s, with many 4 and 5 bedroom options. Lots tend to be larger than average for Mission Viejo, and some homes sit on elevated streets with views. Price-wise, Pacific Hills is typically on the higher end for the city. Updated homes and larger models often sit well into the low 1 millions or higher even, depending on location and condition. From a family standpoint, Pacific Hills works really well because of how close it is to schools and parks. Many homes are within about a mile of Bathgate Elementary and less than a mile from Newhart Middle School, which makes daily routines easier. Capistrano Valley High School is also within a reasonable drive. The neighborhood is anchored by Pacific Hills Park, which gives kids and families a central outdoor space that actually gets used. Pacific Hills is a great fit if you want long-term family neighborhood with larger homes, strong school proximity, and a quieter, more residential feel. Next is Painted Trails. Painted Trails sits on the eastern edge of Mission Viejo near the foothills and was developed later than much of the city, mostly in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Because of that, the community feels more intentionally designed for families. Painted Trails has a mix of single-family homes and attached townhomes, which gives buyers more flexibility. The homes here generally feel more modern in layout compared to older Mission Viejo neighborhoods. Single-family homes typically range from around 2,000 square feet to just over 3,000 square feet, while townhomes are smaller but still functional for families. One of the biggest draws to Painted Trails is the lifestyle. The neighborhood has parks, playgrounds, and direct access to hiking and walking trails that connect into the surrounding hills. Families tend to spend a lot of time outside here, whether that's walking kids to the park, biking, or heading out on the trails. From a school standpoint, Painted Trails commonly feeds into Portola Hills Elementary, Serrano Intermediate, and El Toro High School. Elementary school is often about a mile away, while the intermediate and high school is a short drive. That school alignment, combined with the community layout, is a big reason that families choose this area. Painted Trails is a great option if you want a strong neighborhood feel, access to trails, and homes that feel a bit newer without leaving Mission Viejo. Another important area for families is Canyon Crest. Canyon Crest is a guard-gated community located in the northern part of Mission Viejo and is known for offering a more amenity-driven lifestyle. The community was developed primarily in the 1980s and 1990s and includes a mix of larger tract homes and a smaller number of custom-style properties. Homes in Canyon Crest are generally larger, often starting in the low 2,000s in square footage and reaching into the mid 3,000s. Many homes have 4 or 5 bedrooms and larger footprints that work well for growing families. What really sets Canyon Crest apart is the community amenities. Residents have access to a private clubhouse with pools, fitness facilities, tennis and sports courts, and organized events. Many families like the idea that kids can stay within the neighborhood to swim, play, and socialize without needing to drive all over the city. School distances vary depending on the specific tract, but many homes are within a few miles of Castile Elementary, Newhart Middle School, and Capistrano Valley High School. Canyon Crest is a good fit if your family values gated living, larger homes, and a built-in amenities that make day-to-day life feel easier. Next is Aegean Hills. Aegean Hills is one of the more classic Mission Viejo neighborhoods and is often overlooked by buyers who are only focused on newer construction. Much of Aegean Hills was built in the late 1960s and early 1970s, which means larger lots, wider streets, and a very established established neighborhood feel. Homes here range widely in size, from around 1,500 square feet to well over 3,000 square feet. You'll find a mix of single-story and two-story homes, many of which have been updated over time. Lots tend to be generous, which is something many families do appreciate. One of the biggest benefits of Aegean Hills is location. It's very central within Mission Viejo, which means quick access to shopping, parks, and schools. Del Cerro Elementary is commonly very close, and in some parts of the neighborhood, it's walkable. That proximity can make a big difference in daily routines. Aegean Hills is also close to the Oso Creek Trail system, which is a long, flat, family-friendly trail used for walking, biking, and weekend outings. This is the kind of amenity families actually use regularly. Aegean Hills is a great fit if you want a traditional neighborhood with larger lots, easier access to schools, and a central location that simplifies everyday life. The last community is Barcelona. Barcelona is another established Mission Viejo neighborhood, built primarily in the early 1970s. The homes here are typically ranch style or traditional two-story designs, and many are larger inside than people expect them to be. Home sizes often fall into the mid to high 2,000s in square footage, with a range of 3 to 5 bedroom layouts. The neighborhood has a very residential feel and is known for being close to many of Mission Viejo's core amenities. Families like Barcelona because of its central location. You're close to local parks, shopping centers, and main roads that make commuting easier. School proximity is another advantage. In many cases, De Portola Elementary is about half a mile away. La Paz Intermediate is around a mile, and Mission Viejo High School is just over a mile away, which creates options for walking or biking as kids get older. Barcelona is a strong option if you want an established neighborhood with classic Mission Viejo character, solid home sizes, and an easy access to schools and daily amenities. Here's the most important thing to understand. There is no single best neighborhood for every family. The right community depends on what you value most. If you want larger homes and strong proximity to Bathgate and Newhart, Pacific Hills is a great place to start. If you want early 2000 construction with trails and parks built into the community, Painted Trails is a strong choice. If you want gated living and resort style amenities, Canyon Crest absolutely stands out. If you want classic Mission Viejo with large lots and central convenience, Aegean Hills makes a lot of sense for you. And if you want an established neighborhood with great school proximity and easy access to city amenities, Barcelona should be on your list. If you're moving your family to Mission Viejo and trying to decide which community fits your lifestyle, please reach out to us. Tell us your budget, the ages of your kids, and what matters most to you. We'll help you narrow this down honestly and make sure the neighborhood you choose actually supports the life you want to build here. That's how you make a move you feel good about long term. And that's what my team and I are here to help with.